Let's crawl, gotta crawl to the ugly bug ball, to the ball, and a happy time we'll have there.
This is Pat. Pat is a mealworm. Well, I use the word worm loosely. As you can see, an actual worm is quite different in both movement and appearance. Pat has friends. Lots of friends. And this is our story together. When we met 3 months ago, I started a journal to log my observations of Pat and his friends. The worms live in oatmeal and seem pretty content there, although they do enjoy the occasional potato or two. Although I did make some interesting observations, like the skin I found, leading me to believe the larvae molt, life was pretty uneventful for a while. Until one day, and I came home and found this waiting for me. The larvae had stopped moving and moved into this kind of comatose state. Eventually the pupa started moving again, and I noticed this kind of wiggling action. And this went on for quite some time. He just kind of wiggled and wiggled and wiggled some more, until I no longer had a wiggling pupa, but an actual beetle. The color of the beetle started out light and then gradually grew darker as time went on, until eventually I had a dark black little beetle running around. And before I knew it, I had more than one beetle, and soon I had several beetles, all kind of just hanging out in their oatmeal. Although the beetles couldn't fly, they did seem quite a bit more adventurous than the actual larvae. While I never actually saw the beetles eat anything, I do know that they enjoyed drinking water. I started giving them wet cotton balls and they would flock to it within seconds of putting it into their container. Over the next few weeks, I continued to make observations and record notes about the beetles. During the later weeks, I started to notice some more, let's say, tender personal moments between the beetles.
Is that my favorite perfume I'm smelling?
And it wasn't too long after that I found babies. Little tiny brand new mealworms. But boy did they grow up fast. And there were a lot of them. Over 50 counted at one point. I'm still not sure what kind of parents beetles make. Mom didn't really seem to pay too much attention, but I don't think she hurt them either. One interesting thing the grandbabies started to do was build these nests out of the cotton balls. They would burrow through and expand their size and then live within the cotton balls. And they've been doing that for several weeks now.
We are family. Get up everybody and sing.
It's now 5 months later and the grandbabies are all grown up themselves. It's been an interesting experience, to say the least. The babies now have a permanent home in my classroom, where I hope they will thrive for generations to come.